Hi, I'm Steven.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Cherry Knoll Whiskey Reviews. Today we are once again going down the road of Old Forester.
Oh yeah.
Jumping up in proof, or going back up in proof, to their 1897 bottle in bond.
And just for a reminder, for them, of course not for me, bottled in bond, aged at least 4 years, bottled at 100 proof. No.
Yes, well, yeah. Bottled. Yes, bottled at 100.
Bottled at 100 proof. What else?
So it's got to be the batch. So everything that goes into the bottle needs to be produced in the same season.
Right.
It needs to be distilled and aged on the same premises.
Yep.
And 100 proof, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and 4 years.
4 years.
Cool.
Minimum of 4 years.
Basically,
it can go older.
It's a gimmick.
No? So, bottle and bond started back before you could, or back before you couldn't distill your own liquor in the United States.
Okay.
So what happened was you were getting people who were distilling not very good products, putting it in bottles, selling it as different products, and making people sick and causing problems. So E.H. Taylor started, or at least that's what they claim, started bottled in bond, which is why with every bottled in bond you end up with what used to be a tax seal, because the federal government stepped in and said, okay, look, we need to create a safe product for people to consume if they're going to consume it.
Gotcha. Interesting. So if you saw the label bottled in bond, that means you were getting something legit.
Right.
It wasn't
you were assured that, okay, this is what it says it is. It's a minimum of 4 years. It's all done by this company. You know, it's not a company taking someone else's product that they may not know what was done with it.
Yeah.
And it gave the government kind of a way to say, okay, this barrel was here, stays here, etc.
We made this, for sure. There you go, whiskey and a history lesson.
Right.
Very reminiscent of the 1870? Yeah, 1870.
I think it's got more caramel.
I was going to say, if anything,
the
sweeter.
Sweetness bumped up and the caramel bumped up. It's not as...
Yeah.
I think you referred to it at... Was that the one that you said reminded you of a hike in the Adirondacks?
Yeah. No, not as...
So it's not as, like,
not
earthy.
As earthy. Not as... It's almost not... Like, there's definitely more caramel, but it's almost not as sweet on the nose.
I was thinking that it's very sweet on the nose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like sweet caramel, sweet vanilla. Maybe a little bit of like a slight red fruit like that. You know how strawberries, like, they're not overly flavorful? Well, sometimes. Sometimes you can get a really good one.
Right.
Yeah, like a basic strawberry sometimes can be
basic strawberry.
A little bit spongy, and flavorless.
Yeah, just kind of lackluster.
Right. That's what I'm getting as far as red fruit.
I can see that. Like a strawberry that has the green and white part on the top.
Yeah.
It's not quite.
Yeah, it never fully ripened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like right on the nose.
Maybe even with like the green stem.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like you bite that whole top of not ripe strawberry.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
We're going to
and
have
you dip
to,
it in caramel.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do a video on us just actually having like nutmeg and strawberries and orange and citrus and everything lined up just so that we can, actually see what it smells and tastes like.
I agree.
To give ourselves a oomph and confidence on nosings and flavors.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Find juicy fruit.
Oh, you could still find juicy fruit.
Can you?
Yeah.
I haven't looked in a really long time.
Everybody watching this video that hasn't watched the last video is very confused.
Yeah, very confused. Yeah. Well, you ready to go in?
Yeah, I am. Let's do it.
Considering that it's 10 proof higher, it doesn't drink 10 proof higher.
No.
It's essentially as smooth as the 90.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not as though the 10 proof difference is noticeable.
No, definitely not. And I don't know if I just already forget what the 90 tastes like, but it feels like it's very similar.
Yeah.
In taste.
I'm sure the mash bill is essentially the same for both.
Yeah, I would imagine. But it's really good. It's got it's definitely got less spice on the palate.
I think it just moved back.
Yeah.
So instead of like all the baking spices being up front, they're more mid to end palate.
They take a little bit of a backseat. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the sweetness kind of pushed all of that spice backwards. So if you don't let it really coat your mouth and really settle in, you're not going to get as much of that. But I'm still definitely getting nutmeg, and we're starting to get into a little bit of cinnamon at the very tail end.
little bit. But it's a very dry cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a sweet cinnamon at all. It's like freshly grated cinnamon stick
powder.
Yeah.
Powder form.
And it almost like my mouth is actually kind of dry after drinking it.
A little bit more oakiness.
Or I guess that's probably what that would be.
I wonder if this is just a number 4 alligator char. I feel as though that tends to be a very popular barrel.
Yeah, if you really coat your entire mouth, it's super, super oaky. It's like I coated my entire mouth, swallowed it, and it's almost like my tongue and roof of my mouth like rubbed together and like a little bit of abrasion there or something. It's super dry.
Very drying. Yeah, the oak is definitely elevated on this one.
Yeah.
I'll be very interested to see a comparison between this and the 1910. The 1910 is a double barreled or double oaked product by them.
Interesting.
And if you think about it, with all the oakiness on this one, comparing it to a double oaked product, is this one now going to be like, oh, there's no oak
at all? Yeah. That'll be interesting. Do we have that one?
We do. Okay. I think that one is...
That one's next, right?
That one is next.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1910 and then 1920 and Statesman, and then we're getting into barrel picks after that.
If anybody wants to send us a birthday bourbon, we'll let you do that.
I'll be hunting for one of those pretty heavy this year.
Yeah. When do they come out?
Like September, I think.
Nice.
I was just late on getting one last year. It was I walked in and they're like, oh yeah, you should have been here yesterday. We had 2 people come in to buy the birthday bourbon because they had a kid this year. So I don't know if they got on a list and they were like, oh, I just had a baby. can I get a birthday bourbon or get on the list,
Mm.
and that gave them higher priority, or if they were just hunting it for such a long time.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
but either way.
Honey glazed ham.
Mm.
Like, but not so much the ham part, but like that glaze. Specifically, it's like that smoky caramel kind of. Not
It's
smoky,
after it's been cooked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
got like that sweetness from pineapple.
Yep.
And the sugars, but it's been caramelized and really cooked
Yep.
in.
Yep.
A little hint of like meatiness.
Little bit.
Like
not,
kind
not
of.
much.
You know how fat can sometimes like coat your tongue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of
that
got
kind of
that
thing. Yep.
effect to it.
Definitely. But
yeah,
honey glazed ham for sure.
I can see that. So, thoughts, scoring?
What did I give the last one? 7?
Yeah, I was gonna say 6.5 or
6,
7.
6.5 or 7. This, I definitely like it better, but I'm just trying to determine how much better. I think this is probably like a 7.5.
7.
I don't want to go too high.
Yeah.
But I think it's like 7.5, 7.75.
Runway there.
I know, but again, it means nothing. It means nothing. So, whatever. 7.75. That's my final answer.
Yeah. I think I was at 6.5.
Yep.
Or 6. I think
Yeah.
I was at 6.
Somewhere around there.
So this is probably 6.5.
Yeah.
You know, it's essentially, as we've been going through their lineup, it's just been one step over
yeah.
the next.
Yeah. Will we ever
Which,
reach a 10? Let's see. We're at
birthday
7.5
bourbon,
now.
maybe. Yeah, but essentially, you know, we're going through the lineup in what is supposed to be the next product is better. So bigger and better.
Right.
We're playing bigger and better
Yeah.
with Old Forester.
With Old Forester. What's the MSRP of this one?
I forget.
You know,
I bought this like 4 months ago for this video, and we're just getting to it now.
When we first started this YouTube channel, you said you would put a little price tag on the bottom of every bottle.
Yep.
That would be helpful.
Some of them I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which are probably already all gone by now.
Well, the thing is that I bought this bottle, and I was like, okay, this is like the next video we're doing is getting into Old Forester, and
Yeah.
4 months went by, and I'm like, you know what we have to do is Old Forester.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I get a job, you go to
New
Zealand, and everything just falls apart.
Yep.
But we haven't missed an upload, so we're good.
No, we've been very good.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys appreciate it. Maybe we'll go to 2 videos a week coming up. But,
wow.
We'll have to see how much time we have.
Yeah.
Because we're just coming into summer now, which is kind of a busy time for me. And
It's going to get hot in this barn.
yeah, gotta put AC in here maybe.
Yeah.
Well, with all of that nonsense being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.